In this video, I'm going to review with you some strategies for subtraction, and specifically subtracting from 1,000. I know that some of you are a little confused with this, and the 1,000 itself is kind of scary to you, so I'm just going to start by using a method, a strategy that you're all familiar with, and most of you actually prefer this strategy. So as I'm making this place value chart, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. I just want to review a couple words, math words. Place value itself. What is the value of each of these digits? This is a ones, tens, hundreds, okay? Thousands, ones, tens, hundreds. And I said of each of these digits. This is a digit. This is a digit. So in each of these places, the ones, the tens, the hundreds, you only have one digit. You can't have 10 in the ones. You can't have 10 in the tens or in the hundreds, all right? So that was the reason I'm doing that, talking to you about that, is when we say 1,000 minus 456, we would be putting a 1,000 here, 1 for the thousands. But I also know that 1,000 is the same as 10 hundreds. 10 hundreds. Okay, and since I'm going to need hundreds and tens and ones, I'm just going to start by, instead of putting 1 in the thousands, putting 10 hundreds. Now I know when I write this number out, I can't have 10 hundreds. I'm just putting the 10 hundreds there so that I can subtract. So my problem again is 1,000 minus 456. Okay, this is 1,000 or 10 hundreds. I'm going to need to take away from the ones place, the tens, and the hundreds. So I need ones, I need tens, I need hundreds. So I have hundreds. What I'm going to do is change out this 100 and change it into 10 tens. Same value, okay, just 10 tens is the same as 100, and I'll put an X through it so I know that I've moved it from here. It's over here now, okay? And I need ones, so I'm going to take one of these tens, and I'm going to change it into 10 ones. Again, I haven't subtracted any value. I just changed a 10 to ones, like a dime to 10 pennies, okay? All right, so now that I've changed them out, and I still have, this is still equal to 1,000. I haven't subtracted, okay? I still have 900 here. Here's another 100 because it's 10 tens. And then I have 10 ones, which is another 10, okay? So now I can start subtracting. And again, I know that I'm going to need ones, tens, and hundreds. So always start by subtracting from the ones place. And I need to take away 6 ones. So I'm just going to cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I see that I have 4 left. I have 4 left. I need to take away 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 4 left. I need to take away 4 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 left. 554, or 500 plus, I'm sorry, 544, I said 54, plus 40 plus 4. Okay, so 1,000 minus 456 is 544. Now, that wasn't really so scary. If you start with your making your 1,000 10 hundredths, and you just follow the same procedure you would when we use the place value chart to subtract other numbers. Now another strategy you could use is a number line. So if I have 1,000 minus 456, same problem. And this is going to be what's called an open-ended number line. And I think counting up is easier than going backwards. And what I mean by that is we need to find the difference between 456 and 1,000. That will tell us what the answer is. So what I do, again, I like to count up instead of subtracting from 1,000. I mean, this does say subtract from 1,000, but you can get the answer also from finding the difference between 456 and 1,000. So what you do is you start with your biggest digit, your biggest place value, and the fours and the hundreds. So what I have to do is think, how many hundreds can I add to 456 to get as close to 1,000 without going over? Well, 4, and this is 10 hundredths. If I add 600, that's going to give me over 1,000. So I can add 500. Remember, we're going to try to add as much as we can each time to get as close to the answer. So when I add 500 to 456, just think of that 5. Okay, it would be 956. Okay, 5 and 4 is 956. Now I'm looking at the tens place because I used as many hundreds as I could to get me as close as I could. So I have a 5 in the tens place. If I add 40, that's going to get me to 996. You see that? If I add 40, 996. Now I'm only 96, 97, 98, 99, 1,004 away. Now I have to add the 500 plus the 40 plus the 4 equals 544. 1,000 minus 456 is 544. Okay, we did it two ways. We used a place value chart, all right, and we put 10 hundredths to represent 1,000. Okay, and we did it with a number line to see the difference between 456 and 1,000. Okay, we looked first at the hundreds place. Then when we used as many hundreds as we could without going over, we went to the tens place. And we used added as many tens as we could without going over, and then we went to the ones place. And we got 544. Those are two strategies that you can use to subtract.